Hi everyone and welcome back to Park West Duo. Today we're filming our first ever sit down video where we're just going to talk through some of the rides that we've been on recently in our travels. If you haven't been watching recently, we've been travelling all around Europe visiting some parks for the first time. We've gone to Park Asterix, Europa Park, Plopsaland and Energylandia, all for the first time. And last year we also visited Phantasialand for the first time.
So we are anticipating that our lists are going to be pretty similar because we have got a very similar taste in what we look out for in a roller coaster, as well as obviously riding these same coasters this year.
And today we're going to rank our top 5 roller coasters, 5 from Molly and 5 from me,
as well as giving some honourable mentions.
So of course this list will only be from the parks that we have visited, which are Thorpe Park, Alton Towers, Blackpool Pleasure Beach, Park Asterix, Europa Park, Plopsaland and Energylandia and Phantasialand. And this is just our opinions, and feel free to leave your own top 5 in the comments. We'd love to see what you think. So without further ado, let's go into it. Here is our top 5 roller coasters so far. So to start off with, my 5th place is Hyperia in the UK. We rode it for the first time last year and I was so impressed. It's the first Mack ride that I've been on that has a lap bar and it was so comfortable. And the first drop was amazing. You feel so free because of that lap bar and there's so much airtime in this ride. The outer bank, I've never felt anything like it before. And the stool, you just was upside down hanging for ages. It was so fast, so fun. I just absolutely loved it.
So my number 5 is going to be Taron, based at Phantasialand in Germany. We rode it last year in October and we were so impressed. It was our first time on a Intamin Blitz and wow, the lap restraints, very, very comfortable. The launch is the Taron launch, the second Taron launch is just out of this world. There's no other launch on any other coaster that feels like the second Taron launch. You get some great airtime. The theming is amazing. The park overall is really, really impressive. So yeah, Taron proudly sits at number 5 for me.
So now moving on to number 4. My number 4 is a little bit controversial because number 4 is Voltron. Now I think a lot of people would have Voltron a lot further up. The reason why Voltron isn't at the top of the list for me is just because when we went, we did have some rattly rides and I did feel like it was a little bit uncomfortable to ride at times. However, it is still such a good ride. The elements are insane. It's the first ride to have a beyond vertical launch and that just felt like nothing you've ever felt before. It was so good. There's so much airtime in the ride. It was really forceful. The elements were really cool. The turntable was awesome with those launches as well. It's still an outstanding ride for me, but just because I did have some uncomfortable rides on it, that's why it's only number 4 for me.
So my number 4 is Hyperia. Now Hyperia actually used to be my number 1. We rode it for the first time last year and we were so impressed. We never had been on a coaster like it. Really fast, and that first drop is amazing. The lap bars, again, we're a massive fan of lap bars now, and we're very lucky to have it in the UK with it being such a massive coaster. So yeah, Hyperia is my number 4.
Now, just quickly before we go on to number 3, just a quick honourable mention up from me, which is Silver Star. It's the first B&M hypercoaster that I've ever been on, and I really love the floater airtime. I'm really excited to go on Shambhala at Portaventura, hopefully as soon as possible, because I've heard so many good things about that ride. And if it's anything like Silver Star, of course it's the same manufacturer, I think I'll really, really enjoy it. So that's an honourable mention from me.
Yeah, so going to number 3 now. Number 3 coaster is actually the same. So number 3 for us is Zadra at Energylandia, and wow, we've been wanting to go on Zadra for such a long time. We've never been on an RMC before. We had heard so many great things about it and RMCs in general, and it did not disappoint.
Yeah, honestly, I was so excited because we've just heard about RMCs for such a long time. We know a lot of people say Still Vengeance, which is one of the biggest RMCs in America, is like the best ride in the world. So we were really excited to get on one because we did hear that Zadra is one of those top RMCs as well, and it did not disappoint at all. It was so nippy. Those corners you just go through with such speed, and it's just so smooth as well.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful ride to look at as well. The ejector time you get is insane, and with it only again being a lap bar, it's pretty comfortable, and it's just so fast. It does not stop. It does not slow down from start to finish. The pacing is great. Yeah, it's a really great coaster. It's very, very intense. Whether or not I could ride it all day, I don't know, but yeah, Zadra for me, number 3, very proudly. I love it. So my honourable mention is Fly, based at Phantasialand. We love a flying coaster. We really enjoyed Galactica over at Alton Towers over the past few years. So getting on Fly, which is a Vekoma flying coaster, out of this world. You've got a launch on there. The elements are really cool. The theming is probably one of my favourite themed coasters that I've been on so far. Definitely deserves that mention. I wouldn't put it in my top 5 just due to the restraints. They're not that comfortable in my opinion, but the coaster overall is really, really great. Definitely recommend if you ever go to Phantasialand.
And just generally with the new generation Vekoma models, we were so impressed. We got to ride quite a few of them at Energylandia. So, you know, Fly, Formula, Abyssus, so smooth compared to what we kind of had in our head about the manufacturer of Vekoma, because typically all the other rides we've been on just have been really uncomfortable. So we're really, really impressed that we've got some smooth Vekomas.
And they're very forceful. Vekomas really impressed us from our trip at Energylandia because, yeah, we're very used to the SLCs, which are infamously not very nice. But yeah, Vekoma has really impressed us over the last couple months. And yeah, we're really excited to get on a few more as we travel.
Okay, so now moving on to number 2. So number 2 for me is Taron. It was Molly's number 5, but it's my number 2. It just is such a good ride for me. Like the second launch, there's nothing like it. It feels so fast. I love the snapping elements as you're turning. I love the interaction with the scenery, the near misses. I love the theming. I just love everything about Taron. It's just such a good ride. I really can't wait to get back on it. But yeah, for me, number 2 is Taron. So close to number 1, but not quite.
Yeah, so my number 2, I was really umming and ahhing between this one and a different one for my number 1. So my number 2 is Voltron, which is Ethan's number 4. I loved Voltron. I was so impressed when I rode it. The theming I absolutely loved, based on Nikola Tesla, and the station as well. Again, its lap restraints are very comfortable. The elements like the beginning, the launch, the vertical launch is amazing. The turntable, the fact it goes backwards up the spike, it's really nippy. Yes, it has a bit of a rattle, but I definitely think that Voltron is worth the rattle, just given how amazing the coaster is. I absolutely love Voltron. So that's why Voltron is at my number 2.
And now just before our number 1, a joint honourable mention from both of us. And this was our first roller coaster of our Europe tour that we rode, which was Tutatis. Tutatis is the second Intamin multi LSM coaster that we went on after Taron, the new generation track, but such a different ride because you've got inversions, you've got a swing launch where it goes forwards, it doesn't quite make it up a hill, it goes backwards up a spike, you get an amazing view of the park, there's some great airtime as it goes back over the switch track.
I think Tutatis is really, really underrated. I think it's such a great ride. It's got really cool theming. The station's really good. It's really nippy. It still has those, you know, Taron-esque nippy elements with those quick corners. Some really great airtime as well. The spike is really tall, so you get a really cool view of the park. And then you also have that top hat. The reason why it hasn't really fallen into our top 5 is because of the top hat. There are trim brakes on the top hat, and it just slows it down and it takes that airtime away for us.
Yeah, just at the top of that top hat, that trim, it really does just kind of like break up the pacing of the ride, which is such a shame, isn't it? But you know, if it didn't have that, it would easily be in my top 5, definitely. Anyway, that leads us on to our number 1 coaster.
Yes, and it may not be a surprise because it's very smooth. It's got some really cool elements. It's a coaster that we've not ridden before, that kind of type, and it is a lot of other people's favourite coasters. So
it is the same.
It is the
We've
same.
both got the same ride at number 1. So our number 1 is Ride to Happiness. How could it not be? It's the most unique ride that we've ever ridden. 2 launches, a spinning coaster that inverts. Mack, the manufacturer that built that ride, has really done something special with that roller coaster. Every time we finished, it felt like a completely different ride. You never knew where you were. Every inversion felt completely different because you're spinning, and wow, we were just blown away after every ride. It just got better and better throughout the day as well. And the soundtrack.
The soundtrack really adds to the experience. We've not been on another coaster where it's got the soundtrack playing actually on the train as you're riding it. So that really added to the experience. It's got some really cool elements. The fact that you're spinning. Yeah, okay, sometimes it doesn't spin as much, but if you get back row on Ride to Happiness and you've not got anyone else on the other side, yeah, she spins really. It's such a good ride. No ride is the same. And again, so smooth. You can ride that ride all day long. I think we got on it 10 times.
We had 10 rides in one day, and we probably could have done more,
Yeah.
but we didn't want to overdo it. But we've never ridden a roller coaster that much before. It's just so re-rideable. Every ride is different, and that's just one of the biggest reasons why it is the number one coaster for both of us.
And yeah, it doesn't rattle. Well, it didn't rattle us anyway, so that's one of the reasons why we could ride it 10 times. No headaches, no classic Mac rattle. But yeah, Ride to Happiness proudly sits at number 1 on our top coasters.
But our top 5 is very likely to change because in the future we've got loads of trips planned. Some of the parks that we're really excited and we really want to try and get to is some of the parks in the Netherlands, like Walibi Holland and Efteling, and also in Belgium we want to go to Walibi Belgium as well. We've also got 2 parks in Spain that we're really interested in going to, like Portaventura and Park Warner Madrid.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll also be able to make a trip to America because you've got some amazing coasters over there, some huge giga coasters. You've got Cedar Point, you've got Six Flags, so we're really hoping that maybe in the next year we'll also be lucky enough to go over to America and ride some of the coasters there as well.
Thank you so much for watching today. Make sure if you haven't already, you go and check out all of our vlogs where we rode those roller coasters for the first time.
Leave a comment below with what your favourite coaster is because we'd love to hear it as well.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye!
We'll start with my number 5, which is Hyperia in the UK. Is that a nice drink there?